Hi students. So in previous lectures we discussed the concepts of complex numbers. Now in this lecture we will solve few problems on complex numbers which are given in competitive examinations. Question is the value of theta for which 2 plus 3i times of sine theta by 1 minus 2i times of sine theta is purely imaginary. Okay, then the four options are given. So the question is given that which is in the form of sum z1 by z2 equals to, he has given z1 by z2 is resultant. We know that a complex number, but the complex number is purely imaginary, so that means the real part is 0 plus the imaginary part will present some, it is a some value. Okay, it is purely imaginary. Okay, that means the real part is 0. That means now we need to perform the given division of the complex numbers. What it is, 2 plus 3i sine theta by 1 minus 2i times of sine theta. Okay, how to perform z1 by z2? Please watch the video division of complex numbers. Simply rationalize with the conjugate of the complex number, denominator conjugate. What it is, denominator 1 minus 2i sine theta. Now the conjugate is obtained by changing the sign of the imaginary part. Here we are having minus, the sign should be plus. 1 plus 2i sine theta by 1 plus 2i sine theta, which is the procedure to perform the division of a complex number. Now perform this multiplication. What it is, 2 is multiplied by 1 plus 2i times of sine theta. Okay, 1 plus 2i times of sine theta plus 3i sine theta. Okay, multiplied by 1 plus 2i sine theta. Okay, so which is the first numerator multiplication. And we know that if a plus ib is multiplied by a minus ib, the resultant is a square. We can write it as a square plus b square. In the denominator we have what it is, 1 minus iota times of 2 sine theta multiplied by 1 plus iota times of 2 sine theta. Okay, iota times of 2 sine theta. Then we can write here the denominator as a square, means 1 square plus b square. Now what is b here? 2 sine theta whole square. Okay, 2 sine theta whole square. Now which is equals to, then perform here 2 plus what it is, 4i sine theta plus 3i sine theta, 3i sine theta, and 3i sine theta into 2i sine theta. Okay, what is the result? 3i into 2i, 6i square. Then we can write as I square is minus 1. Then we can write it as minus 6 sine square theta by 1 plus 4 sine square theta. Separate the real and imaginary parts in the numerator. What will get over here? 2 minus 6 sine square theta is the real part in the numerator, and imaginary part is I times of 7 sine theta. Okay, then we can write it as 1 plus 4 sine square theta. Okay, now if we separate the real and imaginary parts, what will get? 2 minus 6 sine square theta by 1 plus 4 sine square theta plus iota times of 7 sine theta by 1 plus 4 sine square theta. Given that the resultant, what he has given, this resultant equals to imaginary, some 0 plus I times of value. Okay, if the given complex number is imaginary, then the real part is equals to 0. Given complex number imaginary means real part is equals to 0. Now equate this real part of the resultant to 0. That means 2 minus 6 sine square theta by 1 plus 4 sine square theta equals to 0. That implies we can write it as 2 minus 6 sine square theta equals to 0. Then if we simplify this, what we'll get? 6 sine square theta equals to 2 and sine square theta equals to 2 by 6, which is nothing but 1 by 3. Then what is the value of sine theta? Sine theta equals to square, what it is, 1 by square root of 3. Okay, and that implies theta equals to sine inverse 1 by square root 3 is the solution. So the required answer for this one is option B, sine inverse of, okay, sine inverse of 1 by 3 is the required solution. Sine inverse of 1 by 3. Question is, if x comma y belongs to R such that 3x minus 2yi into 2 plus I whole square equals to 10 times of 1 plus I, then find the values of 15 times of x plus 2y and 15 times of x minus 2y. So what is the condition he has given? 3x minus 2y times of I into 2 plus I whole square equals to 10 times of 1 plus I. Okay, it is clearly that asking us to find x and y values. If we are able to find these x and y values, if we substitute in this given required condition, then we will get the values of 15 times of x plus 2y and 15 times of x minus 2y. Then to find out this one, he has given one condition, LHS and RHS. Try to simplify this equation. So if we simplify this equation, what will get? 3x minus I times of 2y into, and what it is, 2 square 4 plus b square I square means minus 1 plus, we'll get it as 4i equals to 10 plus 10i. Okay, so if we simplify, what we'll get? 3x minus I times of 2y into, and we'll get over here it is as 3 plus 4i, which is equals to 10 plus 10i. And further simplify this, 3x into 3, which is nothing but what it is, I am writing for the simplification, 3x into 3 plus 4i minus I times of 2y into 3 plus 4i, which is equals to 10 plus 10i. Okay, so what we'll get over here? 9x plus 12x times of I, okay, 12x times of I minus 6y times of I, and what it is, minus of 4 into 2 8y I square, then we will get it as a plus 8. Okay, plus 8y equals to 10 plus 10 times of I. Now separate the real and imaginary parts. What are the real parts over here? 9x plus 8y is a real part plus I times of 12x minus 6y. Okay, 12x minus 6y is the imaginary parts, then which is equals to 10 plus 10 times of I. Okay, from this one we can say that LHS equals to RHS. LHS is a complex number having the real and imaginary parts, and RHS is also a complex number having the real and imaginary parts. So the two complex numbers are said to be equal when their real parts are equal and their imaginary parts are equal. Then only the two complex numbers are said to be equal. So now from this one equality condition, we can write it as 9x plus 8y equals to 10. And what is another condition? We'll get 12x minus 6y equals to 10. Okay, these are the two conditions we obtained. Now simplify and solve for x and y. And over here what we'll get, we will get it as take what it is 2 as a common, then we can write as 6x minus 3y equals to 5, and this condition we obtain it as 9x plus 8y equals to 10. Okay, so simply multiply this with equation, let's consider this as equation 1, which is as equation 2. Okay, multiply the equation 1 with 2. What we'll get over here, 18x plus 16y equals to 20. Now the multiply the equation 2 with 3. Okay, we'll get it as 18x minus 9y equals to 15. Okay, then from this one subtract these two. If we subtract these two, minus plus minus over here, and we'll get it as 25y equals to 5. From this one we'll get y equals to 1 by 5. The y value is obtained. Now using the equation 2. What is equation 2? 6x minus 3y equals to 5. And substitute y value over here. 6x minus 3 by 5 equals to 5. So from this one we can write it as x is equals to 6x equals to 5 plus 3 by 5, and that implies 6x equals to 18 by 5, and finally we will get x is equals to, over here we get it as 28 by 5, and we'll get it as 28 by 30. So finally we will get x is equals to, what will obtain, 14 by 15. Okay, then we are having the x value as 14 by 15. Now we obtain the x and y from the given conditions, where x is equals to 14 by 15 and y equals to 1 by 5. And what is asking us to find 15 times of x plus 2y. What is the resultant? 15 times of x, 14 by 15, plus 2 times of y, 2 by 5. Okay, which is equals to 15 times of, if we take 15 as an LCM, 14 plus 6. Okay, the resultant equals to simply 20. Okay, the 15 times of x plus 2y is 20. Then the next condition, what is the value of he is asking for? He asked for 15 times of x minus 2y. 15 times of x minus 2y. Then we will get it as 15 times of 14 by 15 minus 2 by 5, which is equals to 15 times of 14 minus 6 by 5. Sorry, 15. 14 minus 6 by 15, and we will get the result as 8. Okay. So here the values are obtained. So 15 times of x plus 2y as 20, and 15 times of x minus 2y as 8. Question: if z is equals to x minus iy and z power 1 by 3 equals to p plus iq, then find the value of x by p plus y by q by p square plus q square. Okay, so he has given the condition as a complex number z is equals to x minus iy, and another condition z power 1 by 3 equals to p plus iq. Okay, so if we cube on the both sides, what will get? Z equals to p plus iq whole power 3. Okay, simply is nothing but a plus ib whole cube. Now expand this. Okay, if we expand this one and separate the real and imaginary parts, we will get it as p cube minus 3 pq square plus iota times of a cube plus 3a square 3ab square and 3a square b, and we can write as iota times of 3p square q minus q cube. Okay, so this is what we obtain over here. Okay, so then what it is, which is nothing but x minus iy, which is nothing but x minus iy. So from this one we can write it as x is equals to p cube minus 3p q square and minus y equals to, okay, minus y equals to 3p square q minus q cube. Okay, so from this one x, now simplify this. If we take p as a common, then we can write as p square minus 3 q square. Okay, p square minus 3q square. Why we are taking p as a common? In the question he asked for x by p and y by q. So find out x by p. X by p equals to, we can write it as p square minus 3q square. Now coming over here, and we can write this is equals to minus y equals to, take minus q as a common. Okay, take minus q as a common, then we will obtain it is as q square minus 3p square. Okay, q square minus 3p square. From this one we can write it as y by q equals to, simply it is as q square minus 3p square. Now we obtain the x by p and y by q. Now try to solve this. X by p plus y by q. What is we are obtaining? It is as p square minus 3q square plus q square minus 3p square. Okay, so p square minus 3p square, which is nothing but minus 2p square, and minus 3q square plus q square minus 2q square. Now if we take minus 2 as a common, then we can write this is as p square plus q square. Okay, but in the question what is asking us? X by p plus y by q by p square plus q square by p square plus q square. Now which is nothing but the numerator can be written as minus 2 times of p square plus q square by p square plus q square, and if we cancel out this, finally we will get the required result as 2. What is the answer? So the option B, minus 2 is the answer. We are getting here it as a minus 2, then minus 2 is answer.